Represent, get drunk. Represent, get drunk. If you know you reppin' Jesus, go ahead and throw it up. Represent, get drunk. Represent, get drunk. If you know you reppin' Jesus, go ahead and
This is my car, my STI, Deathly gauges, Blue Racer gauges. There's my DVD player, my remote control. These are for lights underneath my car, but I disconnected it because I thought they were cheesy. It's my computer, my car, Windows XP. Internet connection through my phone, and a little tiny mouse to navigate through the internet. PS2. Plus my navigation right here. Tells me where I am. The best thing I bought for my car, by the way. Controls all the VCR functions, including TV in the back. Here's the back, so I know where I've been. I love driving my car, but as you noticed, I have a lot of gauges. Gauges tell me how fast I'm going, and also how hot my engine is, and the pressure, which is very important. This is my turbo pressure right here. And at maximum capacity, my turbo price hits about 16 psi, which is pretty strong. But my oil pressure is even stronger. At maximum capacity, when I'm hitting at a racetrack going more than 100 miles per hour, I hit more than 100 psi, which is very, very tough, very, very strong. Now, if I run it at more than 100 psi all the time, that's bad for the engine. But you know what else is bad for the engine? What's bad for the engine is if you run your car without warming it up. If, let's say you start your car and you don't wait 4 or 5 minutes, but you just go to school or you go to work. That's one of the worst things you could do, because when you do that, you have over 100 psi pressure in your engine. So if you don't move your car, that's like racing at red light all the time, every day. That's bad for your engine. Now how do I know this? It's because my gauges tell me that. Because my gauges tell me that if I start my car and I don't warm up and I go 10 miles per hour, I'm at 100 psi. That means that's just like when I'm racing, okay, which is bad for the engine. How do I know that? It's because of my gauges. What about for our spiritual lives? Do we have gauges in our lives that tell us whether we're going too fast or too slow? Whether we're too hot or too cold? That's why we go to church. When we go to church, those are our gauges that tell us how we're doing in our spiritual walk. Whether we're too fast, whether we're too slow, whether we're too hot or too cold, whether there's too much pressure in our spiritual lives. Are you looking at your gauges? Are you paying attention to what's going on at church? Just like we start our car by warming up. It's like we come to church and we warm up our lives. We warm up our spiritual lives by coming to church and starting off with that Sunday. Because if you don't start off by warming up, there's too much pressure.